YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For today's deck list, we will be playing with Crabominable V from the Fusion Strike sets. Now, we found a spicy tech, and you know how we love our spicy techs, that works really well with Crabominable V. So let us hop onto the deck list, and I will show you what I am working with. Okay, so if you don't know what Crabominable V does, Crabominable V has 220 HP, and for 1 water energy, you can use Trigger Avalanche, which allows you to discard 2 cards from your opponent's deck, which is really nice early on because you can try and discard very useful resources that your opponent might need later on in the match. But the real spice in this card is the Destroyer Punch. For 2 water and 1 colorless, you're doing 90 plus 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if you know what Sableye V does, it's very similar to that kind of style where you're doing more damage for more damage on your opponent's active. So your damage can ramp up really quickly. How many times can I say damage?
No, that's a lot of damage!
Okay, so the spicy tech that I paired up with Crabominable is Meowstic. Now, Meowstic has the ability Ear Moves, which once during your turn, you can move 1 damage counter from any of your Pokemon onto your opponent's Pokemon. Now, there are many different ways that you can play Crabominable with different cards. Like the most obvious one is probably with Quick Shooting Inteleon because it's a water Pokemon, so it fits well in the water box. It allows you to use Shady Dealings, which is great utility, and you have Quick Shooting, so you can ping stuff on the board. But I found Meowstic to be really nice because then you can get it out pretty quickly, you can search for it pretty quickly, and you can heal yourself along with increasing your damage and putting damage on your opponent's Pokemon. There are other different ways that you can play this. Little Dark Fury just posted a video a couple weeks ago with Crabominable V with Flapple, which was a really nice combo. I just wanted to try something a little bit different, and I think this version of the deck also works. We also play 1 Galarian Zigzagoon because of the Headbutt Tantrum. You can put a damage counter onto your opponent's Pokemon, and then we have Scoop Up Nets to kind of reset that ability. We are playing Crobat and Snorlax as like our draw engine to kind of keep us going, but the real way that we kind of ramp up damage before our opponent attacks us is through Old Cemetery. Playing Old Cemetery allows you to punish your opponent for every time they put an energy onto their active or onto any Pokemon really, which is really nice because Crabominable doesn't need a lot of damage counters to take knockouts, right? Because if you have 2 damage counters on it, then you're doing an extra 120, then you're doing 90 on top of that, so you're doing 210, and then the 2 damage counters already on there, you're totaling to 230 damage, which means you're taking out V Pokemon pretty easily. If you have 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, you're doing 300 damage, and then if you have 4, you're pretty much KOing anything in the game. So just with a couple of ear moves, you can, potentially set up your board so that Crabominable can take really easy KOs. Now, the only thing with Crabominable is that 3 energy attack costs. It's really hard to get it powered up, so we are running Melanie in this deck. Melanie is crucial. You have to get that energy accelerated. You have to get it going in order to start attacking really early on. Besides that, the rest of the deck is pretty standard. We are playing 2 Cape of Toughness. Now, Cape of Toughness is probably like an optional card. I found it to be super useful just because in certain matchups, 220 is a really easy number for your opponent to hit. And if they boss up your Crabominable while you're setting it up, then they can just KO it. So Cape of Toughness allows you to kind of survive a couple of hits, and then that actually helps you out because if you survive the hits, you have damage on your Crabominable, then you can just use Meowstic to move that damage over and then just get a return KO. So I like Cape of Toughness. I toyed with potentially doing like Rocky Helmet. You could also put Rugged Helmet to send the energy back to your hand, and then Old Cemetery, they're just doing more damage, but that just seems a little bit convoluted. So I think Cape of Toughness works really well just to give your deck a little bit more survivability. We are playing Raihan just in case if they do try to snipe like your Meowsticks or your Snorlax or your Crobat, you can also accelerate energy that way. We are playing 1 capture energy, and we are also playing 12 water energy. That does seem like a lot, but we do need to get energies into the discard pile pretty early on so that our Melanies can, put in some work. Besides that, that's pretty much the deck. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this version of Crabominable V. Let us hop on to the ladder, and I will show you some of the matches that I got with this Crabominable V deck. Oh, finally we win the coin flip. Okay, let's see what we're up against. All right, we have energy attachments, we have Esper, we got Crabominable. This is a nice hand, but the only thing is I wish I had a supporter, but that's okay. We at least have a good amount of stuff. They did mulligan as well, so we can draw some extra cards too. And it looks like we are potentially playing against Suicune. Cape and Hammer. That kind of tells me we're going up against Suicune. Yep, it's going to be another Suicune. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do this. I will switch. I'll go Level Ball for an Esper. Drop that down. Let's just get all of our Espers, thin out the deck, because we don't need them. Put that there. Attach the energy, then put the old cemetery, and then just go with Gourmandize. So that's a pretty strong turn. We got things moving. We have Melanie just in case they do want to try and do some hammer shenanigans. And we have Marnie as well. So those are all really good. I think this is a pretty decent position. Now, I have to be careful not to overbench, right? I probably shouldn't have put the extra Esper, but thinning out the hand was probably necessary. Yeah, because they're going to be doing a lot of damage. Even with the cape, I think we will be able to take the knockout relatively easy. And yeah, they don't even get another, they don't even get like their bench set up. So we can actually do attachment here. Well, we don't have the, we don't have an energy in the discard to use Melanie. So I think what we'll do is, I think we'll just go with Marnie. Well, what am I looking for? Meowsticks, I guess. Yeah, let's go with Marnie. It lowers their hand size. And we have Gourmandize, so it's not like we're too worried about our hand size going down. We do get Quick Balls. We don't get any Meowsticks, so that's a very weak Marnie, and I'm hesitant to put the Crobat down just because I don't want them to have enough damage to knock out one of my Crabominals. So I'm just going to discard the Esper. I'll grab, let's see, what do I have in hand? I'll grab another Crabominal. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have saved it, but it's okay. And then I'll just go with Gourmandize, just in case they want to try and boss. Okay, we have Meowstic, so that's fine. We have Melanie in case they do any hammers, right? Because we know they're playing Crushing Hammers. But we can just Melanie that back onto the active, or not to the active, but onto the Crabominable. And then we also have Bucket 2 to get an attachment for next turn. They are going to be able to get another Suicune down, which is going to be nice for them. And yeah, they're going to be able to get some stuff going. So my opponent finally getting their board set up, and we're looking pretty good. I mean, we have Meowstic, so we can move some damage. We can take the knockout on this active. We just need to be able to get this Snorlax out, honestly. And we can bump that stadium. That stadium's not a big deal for us. And let's see how we're going to tackle this. And they're going to just take the knockout on the Snorlax. Okay, so that makes our job a little bit easy, because then we can just promote this Crabominable. We can heal it with some stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go with Bucket, grab some energies, and then I can place my Crabominable down. I can go with Quick Ball, drop that energy into the discard. I'll get a Zigzagoon just in case if we do need that extra damage, but I'm going to save it. Not going to bench it just yet. And then I'll go with Melanie onto the active. And then I will attach the energy here. I'll bump their stadium. And then I'll even go with Level Ball to get my other Meowstic, which means I can start moving some damage onto that bench Suicune. And we'll do exactly that. So let's ear moves to the Suicune onto the bench. Okay, awesome. And yeah, we have boss for next turn in case they don't promote it. We have switch in case they try to boss us. And then I think we just go with Destroyer Punch and take out the Suicune in the active. All right, this is way better board state than what I've been seeing all night. But yeah, this is looking good. We have Meowstic and we have Raihan. Those are two great prize pools because then we can put this Meowstic on here in case they do take a we do take a lot of damage, but if we don't get KO'd, we can move 30 damage onto my opponent. And then if they do take the knockout, we can Raihan and attach to be able to get an attack off next turn. So those are two great pools. I think we have this pretty much in the bag unless they, you know, somehow, I mean, they can't get Ludicolo onto the board, right? So they can't do that. We've saved this bench spot, which means that they can't do max damage to us unless they play like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what they could play to make this work. I mean, like, I don't know, the spongy gloves, and then they're just gonna scoop. Okay, so that was looking pretty clean for us. I'm liking where the deck is going now. And yeah, let's see if we can't get another match with Crabominable. We won the coin flip. That's nice. Nice. All right. We have Crabominable. We have Zig. I think we have to put the Crabominable down. I don't want to put the Zig yet. And they did mulligan, so we get some more cards. We have Quick Ball. We can get rid of a Water Energy. I'm seeing Cheryl, which is not ideal, but that's actually bad. I mean, it's not that bad because our kind of game plan is to kind of move the energy and then attack, right? There's no like lull period where we give them time to Cheryl. But maybe there might be a chance where that happens. So we're gonna level ball, grab myself an Esper. I'm going to put that Esper down. I'm going to quick ball away this energy. And let's just grab another Crabominable just in case. Think I will attach to the active and then just pause it there. I don't know why I said pause it there. I'll end my turn there. Next turn, I mean, we don't have Melanie, so we can't really do anything. But we can at least attach. We can use Trigger Avalanche, which is also nice. And then if we do get Melanie, right, we can do some extra things. But I think what I'll do is I'll attach the bench because we can't with Melanie anyway. So next turn, if I do get Melanie, I can at least Melanie and then attach. And then I can still get an attack off. We are playing against Jolteon, never mind. Okay, so it's going to be Jolteon, which is going to be interesting. Because they can ping my bench, they can ping my Espers. They're going to put paths, which means we can't do anything. We can't do like, what am I trying to say? We can't do Crobat. So what we'll do is we'll put this here. I'm going to Zig and put that on the Jolteon. And then we'll just go research. There's no point in attaching to the active just because we don't have Melanie, right? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to quick ball away this energy. Grab myself another Esper. Is that worth it? Yeah, I think Esper's fine, just because we do need to find ways to move the energy around. I'll put the Cemetery in instead. I could quick ball for Crobat here, but we already did research, so it's okay. I'm going to just put this. Oh, I shouldn't have put Snorlax. Actually, I should have saved that spot for Crobat, but it's okay. What we'll do is we'll just go with Trigger Avalanche. Hopefully we can mill some decent things. And it looks like we have a VMAX in the discard and an energy. I don't know if that was already there. But they're going to put the Speed Lightning, which means they're going to be able to get some things going. And they do have that Drizzile up and running. So they are going to be able to get some things. So what our game plan is we do need to find a way to grab Melanie. I could just sit in the active, right? And kind of force my opponent to take out this Crabominable while I set up this Crabominable on the bench. Because I can always just Meowstic, move the energies around. They are going to be doing 100 damage to this Crabominable, which means next turn, if they get the Quick Shooting Inteleon, they can actually take the knockout. They're going to ping a Meowstic, or the Esper. They're going to Marnie me, which is not bad. We actually could have used that. I mean, I would have liked to evolve, but we can still do that with this new hand, depending on what we get. Yeah, we can still evolve. We have Raihan. which we can use now, actually. Okay, I like that. So we can actually use Raihan now, which means what I can do is I don't really need to do much. What I'm going to do is I'll Raihan to the active, and then I'll grab myself, I think I can grab Bucket, which means I'll have extra energy for my Crabominable on the bench. So we'll go Bucket, grab that. I'll put this here. I can go Meowstic. I'm going to move it now just because if they do get another Jolteon set up, they can take the knockout. So I'll put this Esper down, and then I think we'll just go with Destroyer Punch. Take the knockout on the Jolteon VMAX, which is really nice. Okay. And then all we have to do is try and find Melanie, which we get off the prizes, which is great. So that means my Crabominable on the bench can get powered up next turn as well. So if they somehow get a Jolteon up and running, we have an answer to it, right? We just have to make sure we don't get KO'd next turn. What can I do? They're gonna do Escape Rope. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna promote the Snorlax. And they are just gonna promote the Jolteon, which is nice for us. Now what they can do is they can go ping this for 20. But that's about it. I mean, they can go with Thunder Spear, which also does 20. So they can hit my Crabominable for 40. Which is fine because we can power up a fresh Crabominable and do some shenanigans that way. But no, they're just going to retreat. Okay, so that's fine. And they're going to just take some time to power up their Jolteon on the bench. We got a Quick Ball, grab another Jolteon, which is fair. Which means we can spread our damage counters around, right? We don't want to focus too much on this Jolteon V. What we can do instead is move it around. So what I can do is I can evolve. Now if they hit this for 100, they have a quick shooting, so I do want to move that damage counter. So what I'll do is I'll move my ears and put the damage there, and then I'll move my ears and put the damage here as well. I can go Melanie. Let's do Melanie first before we make any big plays. We'll put the energy there. We have Melanie also again for next turn, so that's actually really good. We can go Scoop Up Net, move the Snorlax out of the active, put that there, and then we can also go Capture Energy to get another Crabominable. I think that might be best. So what we'll do is we'll scoop up the Snorlax in the active, put this here, and then I will go Capture Energy, see if I can't grab another Crabominable that I can put on the bench. And then we could just go Destroyer Punch here. Yeah, we'll go Destroyer Punch here, take out the Zigzagoon, which means that if we can somehow get a boss, then we don't even need to worry about a Jolteon VMAX. We can just try and swing into that Jolteon V. But theoretically, they can only do 120 to one of these guys. Now, this is at 130. Well, if they get another Quick Shooting Inteleon, they can take out the one on the bench, but we still have the one in the active, right? We're still looking good. I'm not entirely sure what they can do, unless they have like 2 Crushing Hammers, or what can they do? If they evolve this Jolteon in the active, they can hit this for 100, so it'll be at 100. They can hit this for 100, which means it'll be at 30, and then they don't have 2 Quick Shooting Inteleons, which means they can just ping this for 20. But if they do get a Galarian Zigzagoon, then they can actually take the knockout on this Crabominable. So they could go for like Level Ball, get the Zigzagoon, ping onto this Crabominable, and then take 2 prizes there. But they're just going to scoop. Okay, yes, so that worked out. Finally, a deck that actually works against Jolteon VMAX. I have been struggling against Jolteon VMAX for so long. I think the reason why this matchup is so good is because they're doing damage to our board, yes, but we move that damage back to them, and then we just hit them for a lot of damage. So I'm liking that matchup. I got some good matches, but I wanted to see if I can get another decent ones just because I'm so close to getting Togekiss. Why not? Okay, we have Esper, we have Little Ball, we have Quick Ball. So we have a couple things. So playing against another Jolteon. Are we playing the same Jolteon player? I'm not sure. Go Level Ball, grab the Esper. I'll Quick Ball away one of these energies. Grab myself Crabominable. Put that down. I'm gonna save the cape just in case if they play like Scrapper, and then I'll pass it there. So if they play like Scrapper, that'll be kind of annoying, so we'll save the cape. Next turn we can go Bucket, get some more energies, discard some more energies as well, and then put cape, research, and then hopefully we can get some more things. Now putting damage on me is actually not the worst thing that you could do. Little did you know, I like it. I sound like a masochist. Okay, so we'll put the energy. Now here's the thing, do I want to spread my energy around, or do I want to be able to try and power up a Crabominable? I'll spread my energy around, I'll put the cape on the fresh one, and then I'll research. Because if we have Melanie and attachment next turn, we can also get something going, but we don't have those things. So what I'll do is I'll Quick Ball away. Let's go Bucket again. Grab some energies. Just because I want to get a lot of Melanie targets in the discard so that I can have some outs, right? I'll go here, get the Snorlax. I'll switch into the Snorlax, and then I'll Gourmandize. That way, hopefully we can grab Melanie. No, we don't grab Melanie. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? We have Crobat, so we can try and pull some more cards that way as well, but it looks like they're going to be able to get what they need with this Drizzile. So they can get Evo Incense. If they have energy attachment, they can ping this Crabominable for 100 damage. They are going to Marnie me, which is actually kind of them. So we just need Melanie and energy, and we can get something going. We also need to get our Espers, our Meowstics online. Okay, we can Crobat next turn unless they put Path, but we also have Cemetery, so we can bump the Path if they do put it on the field. And they're just gonna go Max Thunder Rumble, so they are gonna hit this Crabominable, which is fine. And we have Switch. This is all great. Hopefully, we can grab a Melanie. Now, who do I want to power up, though? I'm at 160. I can do this. I think I'll just power up the fresh one. Yeah, that's fine. I'll Quick Ball away the Cemetery. Grab myself Crobat. And then hopefully we can get something from this. I could have potentially used Switch. Okay, we got Melanie, and we have both level balls. That's perfect. So we can do this. We can do this. And then we'll go Melanie. Get this. We can actually scoop up net. That's actually going to be better for us. So we'll scoop up net the Snorlax, which means I can go into this Crabominable. Now this Crabominable or this Crabominable. I think I'll move the one from the bench onto the active, and then move this one onto the bench. And yeah, we can just go Destroyer Punch, take out this Jolteon V with perfect mats. All right. And that's going to give us 3 prizes there. We have Boss, which is really nice. We have Melanie, which is great. And we have Level Ball, which is all right. And they're just going to scoop. Okay, just so you know, that statement that I said earlier is true. This is a good deck against Jolteon VMAXs. They hit you, but then you just return the damage and hit them back. I love it against Jolteon VMAX. So that is going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this version of Crabominable V. There are many different ways that you can play this deck. You can play it with Orbital VMAX. You could even play it with the Rapid Strike Starmie, which pings the board for 30 for every water energy you discard. So that is going to be it for me. If you liked the video, then hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and then ring that bell for next week's video because Brilliant Stars should be dropping this week. So next week's video, we are going to be doing our bingo challenge again with the new Brilliant Stars and opening some Brilliant Stars packs. And with that, we will be also doing giveaways. So if you want to get some free Brilliant Stars codes, then join us for that video. It's going to be a lot of fun and you can potentially get some really easy packs. That is going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate the support that you give to this channel. I know that this is a new channel, but every time I log on and I see that I got a view from a video that I did like 2 months ago, it really makes me excited because I know that people are enjoying the content. People are sticking around and watching the videos. Still trying to find my way in the community, but thank you guys. If you are watching the videos, you guys are the reason why I do all this. So that is going to be it. How many times am I going to say that? I don't know, but see you guys in next week's video, and I will catch you guys later. Sound like a masochist.